The outlook for cryptocurrencies going into 2023 remains cloudy as many tokens lost steam after investors got burned by fraudsters and crypto scams.
So it's a tough time for the industry overall.
And we start by bidding adieu to 2022 with a big good riddance. Major averages all officially closing out the year with their worst losses since the financial crisis.
Regardless of what you think about next year and the history, you are unwinding sort of unthinkable monetary stimulus, fiscal stimulus. We've never seen this before. It's extremely unusual.
Where are we in the crypto cycle? What are 2023's market and economy expectations? Is it a time to enter or exit the market? And can we see the Fed pivoting in 2023? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, Raoul Pal shares his experience in the crypto space and talks about where we are in the crypto cycle. He also provides his insight and advice for what investors should be doing. So stay tuned until the end, as he will also discuss if the Fed will pivot in 2023 or not. For more crypto and market-related videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also hit that bell icon to never miss any video. Let's dive into the video now.
So, where are we in the crypto market? The most important thing about understanding crypto is understanding how to price it. And how I price crypto is essentially two major factors. One is global liquidity, and I use global M2 as the main understanding of that. And then there's and that's the cyclical element. And then there's the technological adoption, which is the long-term logarithmic trend. So let's deal with the cycle first. The cycle is what causes all of the pain. And I've been in this space since 2013, and trust me, I know pain. The first time I bought Bitcoin was at 200. It went up to, I think it was 1,000, then back down 85%, languished for a year or two, and then went up 10x from my entry price where I sold out. And then it came back down again after going up another 10x, then it came back down again. And I've seen these cycles.
Raoul Pal has seen the upturns and downturns of the crypto space. The main thing to grasp from his experience is that the crypto market is cyclical. I know, we're in a bear market right now, and a very bad one for sure. I mean, Bitcoin has dropped 60% by the end of 2022. But that doesn't mean the future is not bright for cryptocurrencies. Pricing is one of the most important aspects of trading any commodity, and cryptocurrencies are no different. His prime advice is that if you are thinking about investing in cryptocurrencies, then it is essential that you have a good understanding of how to price them. Let's get into the clip now.
So in the cycle, which coincides with the Bitcoin halving cycle, is the global liquidity cycle. And that's the central banks creating liquidity for the markets and for the economies. So what they tend to do is if the economy gets too hot, they tend to raise rates, liquidity comes down, they withdraw liquidity from the markets, take away QE. We've seen this several times before. And what happens is asset prices come down because they need stimulus. So once you take asset prices down, what happens is the economy starts headed towards a recession or goes into recession, and the monetary easing comes back again because that's the natural state of affairs. So that's kind of how the world sets up. And right now we're in the situation where we've got massive monetary tightening. Now, monetary tightening has brought down cryptocurrency. So if you look at this chart here, this is the year-on-year global money supply versus Bitcoin. And you can see they're hugely correlated. Now, what's interesting, you see the tops of the charts, they're all missing because the scaling doesn't work. Because of the technological trend adoption, when you get the rallies, they tend to massively overshoot, even versus where liquidity is. And that extra is the extra trend that drives the markets forward over time. Now, every time we see these trends, the boom and bust, everybody shouts scam Ponzi, but that scam Ponzi phase is actually just driven by the monetary tightening cycle. Now, there is a lot of speculation in crypto, I get that, because there is, in most new technologies, we get that in technology stocks themselves. So right now, we are at the bottom of the monetary cycle.
The Fed has moved aggressively to contain inflation, and it has, of course, rattled financial markets and tightened financial conditions globally. The downside of this move is that it's made crypto markets experience a decline in prices as they grapple with the new realities of monetary policy. Experts have noted that the actions of the Fed and other central banks have made it difficult to take on risk in the markets. Raoul Pal has also highlighted that right now we are at the bottom of the monetary cycle. Since April of 2021, the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, PCE, has been above the central bank's 2% target. Since then, the Fed has been playing catch-up for most of 2022. And in that manner, we have seen a really hawkish rate all around the year. So what will happen next? Can 2023 be a little cool? Can the Fed stop being hawkish? Let's get into the next clip where Raoul Pal shared his news regarding the Fed, inflation, and market.
So right now, we are at the bottom of the monetary cycle. Going forwards, we know the Federal Reserve is going to start increasing rates at lower increments. I don't think they go much further than maybe this 50 now. Maybe they try and eke in another 25 and try and keep rates stable and then wait for CPI to fall below Fed funds rates, which I think happens March, April. So I think next year is a game of dramatically changing liquidity conditions. Now, I also have charts to show that too. I've got chart of global M2, and you can see it versus ISM. ISM leads it, inverted on this chart, and it says when ISM starts falling, global M2 follows and turns around. And that means because ISM is saying growth is falling, and therefore monetary liquidity needs to come back in to save and manage an overly indebted system. So that's the typical state of affairs. We're exactly at that kind of turning point. So that's where we are in the monetary cycle. I think we will see inflation fall much faster than people expect, and therefore stimulus will come. And I think the Fed are going to think or look somewhat stupid by about June, where I think inflation is going to be down closer to 2%.
Every economic age has its dominant phrase. Think of the irrational exuberance, which then Federal Reserve Chair Alan Greenspan fretted about during the 1990s dot-com bubble. The buzzword of this inflation-ravaged era is more succinct. In fact, it's just one word: pivot. Raoul Pal believes that the Fed will feel it can stop raising interest rates and begin to offer the possibility that they could start to go down. He believes that there are some encouraging signs on the inflation front, but price rises are still far too high, and the Fed won't stop while they are. Before jumping into the next clip, be sure to like and share.
The bottom of the cycle is always the it's a scam, it's a Ponzi, all the media hates it, everybody throws shit at each other online, everybody's looking for blame, looking for scapegoats. We are exactly in that point now. It is ugly out there. And that ugliness out there is a real measure of where we are in the cycle. So we're at the despair and anger phase. And then we have the acceptance phase, which is the boredom phase, which I think we've rolled into, where prices don't do anything for a while and everyone starts getting fed up and moves on elsewhere. You can see artificial intelligence is getting people's attention just when they should be looking at crypto as well. Don't forget, artificial intelligence is not really investable for most of us because it's all VC, while crypto is real-time VC that we can trade, which is part of the magic of it.
Raoul Pal has highlighted how many people have been moving their money elsewhere because of all the scams and frauds and bankruptcies. They don't trust the crypto market. This has led to many people looking for alternative investments, such as AI. But he believes that now is the time to invest in cryptos. Do you agree with Raoul Pal? Is this a good time to invest in crypto? How low can Bitcoin fall down? How long will it take to end this crypto winter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. For more videos on crypto and the market, be sure to subscribe to my channel. You can always hit that bell icon to never miss any video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios, and thanks for watching.